What if I told you there are events in history so bizarre, so deeply buried in secrecy, that even the world's best historians have no answers? Events where every clue leads to more confusion, and the truth seems to vanish the closer you get to it. This isn't fiction. These are real, documented mysteries, and they've remained unsolved for centuries. Let's start with the one that haunts the streets of London till this day. Jack the Ripper. A killer who butchered 5 women in the late 1800s, left taunting letters for the police, and vanished without ever being caught. Hundreds of suspects, thousands of theories, and still no identity. What kind of monster can commit such crimes in a city full of people, escape unseen, and then simply disappear forever? Some say he was a doctor. Others believe he was a member of the royal family. But here's the terrifying part. What if Jack the Ripper didn't stop? What if he just moved somewhere else, changed his name, and kept killing? Think about it. Would we even know? But Jack wasn't the only shadow hiding in England's fog. Travel north and you'll find another puzzle. The lost Roman Ninth Legion, over 5,000 elite soldiers, vanished without a trace. No graves, no records, no survivors. One day they marched into Caledonia, modern-day Scotland, and were never seen again. The official story says they were ambushed, but historians found no mass graves, no battlefield signs. Some claim they defected, others say they were sent on a secret mission so dangerous, the Roman Empire erased them from history. Why would an empire famous for its records hide the fate of an entire legion? And then there's the case of the Mary Celeste, a ship found adrift in the Atlantic Ocean in 1872, perfectly intact, but the crew was gone. Food untouched, belongings in place, not a drop of blood or sign of struggle. It was like they had vanished into thin air. Piracy was ruled out. Storms? Unlikely. Some even blamed sea monsters or aliens. But here's the creepiest theory. What if one of them went mad and the rest jumped overboard in fear? No one really knows. And the ship? It kept sailing, cursed by silence. Then there's the mystery of the Roanoke colony, America's first attempt at permanent settlement. Over 100 people, gone. When a supply ship returned years later, all it found was a single word carved into a tree: Croatoan. No bodies, no ruins, no evidence of war, nothing. Some say they joined a nearby tribe. Others think they starved. But the question that still haunts the nation: why didn't anyone ever speak of them again? Why did history forget them so completely? These aren't stories made for campfires. These are real events, documented in books, taught in schools, yet the endings are still missing. Every time someone gets close to the truth, the trail goes cold. Every theory just deepens the mystery. Maybe some answers were never meant to be found, or maybe someone, somewhere, is making sure we never find them. Sometimes the most chilling mysteries aren't the ones written in books, but the ones carved into stone. Deep in the English countryside lies the Shugborough inscription, a sequence of letters carved into a monument by an unknown hand. DOUSVAVVM. It has baffled cryptographers, historians, even the minds at MI5. For over 250 years, no one has cracked the code. What secret is so important, so carefully hidden, that it required an unbreakable cipher carved in stone? Some believe it's the location of the Holy Grail. Others think it's just nonsense. But if it's nonsense, why has no one ever proven it? Why has no one dared to erase it? Let's shift to a modern puzzle with ancient roots: the WOW signal. In 1977, a giant radio telescope in Ohio picked up a 72-second signal from deep space. It was strong, deliberate, and never repeated. The man who discovered it circled it on the data printout and wrote one word: wow. Scientists have spent decades trying to explain it: comets, satellites, interference. But nothing fits. And then it just stopped, never heard again. A message, a mistake, or something we were never supposed to notice. Back to the earthly realm, Stonehenge. You've seen the photos, massive stones arranged in a perfect circle. But here's what most don't know. Those stones weigh up to 25 tons and were moved over 150 miles. This happened over 5,000 years ago. No cranes, no wheels, no roads. How and why? Was it a temple, a calendar, a landing site? There are no written records, no instructions, no tools left behind. Just silence and stones that defy logic. Let's go even deeper. The Oak Island mystery. Off the coast of Nova Scotia lies a small island where, for over 200 years, people have been digging and dying. They call it the Money Pit. Traps hidden underground, layers of booby-trapped tunnels, pieces of old manuscripts, strange symbols, even ancient coins found. But no treasure, just more questions. Some say it's the hiding place of the Knights Templar. Others believe it's Shakespeare's lost manuscripts, or even evidence of pre-Columbian voyages to the New World. But here's the most insane part. Every time someone gets close, the tunnels flood, the wood collapses, and another life is lost. What kind of secret is buried so deep that it's protected by death? And finally, the man in the iron mask. France, 17th century, a prisoner held for decades. His face hidden behind a mask, always. No one ever saw it, not even the guards. Some say he was the twin brother of King Louis XIV. Others say he knew a secret that could destroy the monarchy. He died in silence, buried under a false name. His identity, still unknown. History doesn't just tell us what happened. Sometimes it whispers what never should have been known. These stories don't have endings because someone erased them, or because the truth is more dangerous than the myth. And the real question isn't whether we'll solve them. The real question is, what happens if we do?